Hey guys, welcome back. On today's video, I wanted to cover the business venture side of the game in hopes of maybe helping any gamer out there who, like me, has decided to play the game through, or anyone who's interested in playing the game, or even the future bargain hunter who's waiting for it to go on the cheap. So my goal is to clear out any confusion regarding how the ventures, side hustles, and our in-game income and spending work. So here's one thing you might invest in. These are, you basically use the money to buy slots for these perks. It ranges in price depending on what you want. The higher the tier, the better the perk. Obviously, I haven't really put much money into it because I guess it doesn't really matter for me. But if it's something you're interested, definitely you can invest in these. And I guess it can kind of help everyone. I've seen any difference in that, but like I said, it's up to you and your type of game style. Another way you can make money is through the Wanted app, which is basically your bounty hunter for hire. So this is the one where I've seen the most variety. So you get to choose the target that you want to hit. Each target is different. Each target is a different location, and in some instances, the experience for the target is actually quite unique. So they're kind of fun. I've done a few of those, but the payday is pretty low. You have to do a lot of those to get some decent money. But it's definitely something you can look into, and it's definitely fun to do. So this is the end-game map where it shows you the districts. As you can see, they're divided by color. So the purple, basically I have full control. So what I had done is I put a business venture in that location, and I completed all the ventures for that location because they give you a certain amount to complete. And once you do that, the whole district becomes purple, which becomes your turf. The side hustles are the blue ones. Those are the ones given to you by the character Kevin. I guess his own contacts. That allows you to make money on the side to either save for ventures or to buy whatever it is that you want in game. Unfortunately, they're very repetitive. But the only good thing, I guess, is that you could replay them over and over to farm for cash. But I mean, after you play two or three of them, man, it gets really, really old. So let me go ahead and move on up to the actual base, the second floor where they had the venture map. So from that map, I'm sure you guys have seen it on the trailers or the teasers. That's where you actually do your purchases for the ventures. The costs for the ventures vary, as you're going to see right now. So that's the map right there. And just go ahead and activate it. So the empty circled spots are the ventures that still need to be put on. The ones that have little buildings on them are the ones already bought. So as you can see, it also shows you the ventures that have already been taken over by me with the purple shading. So each one is a vacant lot, the circle ones. So as you see there, I still have two left. All those are locked. I haven't gone to that level yet. And all those down there, those ones that I've already bought, those range from about 30,000 each to about 100,000. So you do have to grind quite a bit to get money and unlock all those. So far I think I'm missing about five, maybe six. So right now I'm a bit short, a few grand. I need 400,000 at least to buy another venture. And this app here, all the revenue you receive from all your ventures, they accumulate there. So once it's full, you have enough, you can go ahead and transfer it to your in-game spending account, and from there you can buy stuff. Alright, so here's a tip from me to you. In my opinion, the best venture you can buy, or at least invest in early on, is the Bright Future venture, which is the toxic waste plant. So the game tells you to accumulate 15 out, I think it's 14 out of 14, 15 out of 15 trucks to complete the venture for this district. But what the game doesn't tell you is that when you get the districts, any district really, any venture, it gives you a number out of number to complete that specific venture, but it doesn't tell you that there's more to do after those, after you complete those. So for example, the Bright Future one, it says 14 out of 14, so you assume you only get 14 trucks to deliver and that's it. But what the game doesn't tell you is that if you see one of these trucks here just driving around with the toxic waste, just pick them up. Pick them up and drop them off, and it's exactly the same as if finding them on the map. So all you gotta do is, the way I did it is I put the venture in the basically in the downtown district. And the downtown district has a lot of traffic, so all I gotta do is just stand in front of the building, wait for these trucks to pass, hijack them, and just drop them off here, and they pay you $250 each barrel on top of the money they already give you. So it's about $5,000 each truck. Again, it's not too much considering how much you have to spend for ventures later on. But if you want to accumulate cash fast, with very little effort. As you can see here, I've already found another truck. You could definitely invest in this venture, and you could accumulate. See, there's another truck right there just waiting. So it's kind of like a little thing that I found on my own. Now again, it's a little bit annoying because with just a little tap of the truck, the barrels become volatile and start exploding on you. So the more barrels that explode, the less money you'll get. But like I said, it's fairly easy to accumulate money this way. But I mean, it's completely up to you. The only bad thing is in this area, there's a lot of marshal. So if they see you take a truck, obviously they're gonna start chasing you. But yeah, that's one tip for me to you. If you want to consider that, that's definitely something you can definitely do. Classic me, I thought I had recorded the process of buying one of these ventures, but I guess I didn't. But there's nothing really different to it. All I did was I went back to this map at the base. I bought the Cactus Radio for 400,000. So from there, it unlocks that whole venture and it transports me to the actual location of it. So once we buy it, the game teleports you to the location of the venture. You see a little cutscene and blah blah blah. It goes through this whole thing. For the most part, each adventure is unique with a unique character that you meet. But that's basically it for the ventures. I do want to explain to you one quick thing that does somewhat affect a venture when you do buy it, and only happens when you buy one. When you do buy a venture, these things appear. They are threats that are also side missions. So you just go around. Either it varies from defeating enemies to blowing up a police van to destroying droids or to finding a stash. But essentially, the game says if you try to make money in a district with the venture while those are still active, you'll potentially make less money. So if you want to max out the amount of money you can make, and go ahead and get rid of those first. Once you do, just go ahead and start doing the venture for that district. You'll get the max amount, and then eventually getting the most money you can get out of that whole thing. So there it is. Not very complicated. I mean, this game isn't complicated at all. It's actually very simple. I just want to make a quick video explaining the side hustles and the ventures, just in case it was a bit confusing to anyone, for anyone playing the game or anyone who is thinking of playing the game. So if you have a comment, drop a comment. If you liked the video, drop a like. If you did not like it, go ahead and dislike it. If you have not yet, I would greatly appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel. I will be making one more review once I finish the story mode, so go ahead and look out for that future video. You guys have a good one, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.